Hello and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I'm Matt, this is Twigs T4, and today we're going to be fitting some ball joints on a T5. So this is the Caravelle Executive and it's 58 plate, so 2008. So it's what, 15 years old-ish? So we got these from the VW Monkeys, and you always get a little air freshener. Lovely, but VW Monkeys, if you want to send me a t-shirt next time, that'd be grand. Every time I go on their website, you've never got the small t-shirt, the t-shirt or a medium. They always seem to be out of stock of the ones that I like. But anyway, let's get outside and crack on with it and fit these ball joints. Hopefully, it should be a straightforward job. I'm not going to say it's an easy job because, well, whenever you say something's going to be easy, it turns out being a little bugger. I reckon, yeah, it's straightforward, but I think we may have a few little issues because one of the bolts, one of the ball joints, someone seems to have cut the end off where you normally put an Allen key in. So we may end up having to cut that nut off and the ball joint itself. But anyway, let's get out there and get on with it.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out.
Right, so there it is. The van is on the drive. Perfect timing. My brother's just arrived. Stitch him right up, get him to do the ball joints. Actually it started up first time really well. So you happy with your van, Tim?
Yeah.
Get to drive it again this weekend?
I know. Needs cleaning.
Needs cleaning, yeah. No, it's alright, we'll just get the ball joints done. But I do think it needs tie rods going as well. Yeah, she started up first time. I pre-warmed the glow plugs 3 times, as you do. And then she fired up. Although your battery's a bit, I don't know whether it's your battery or your starter motor. It's always been like that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's sluggish to start.
Yeah.
But even, I mean, it's still -1 at the moment, and it still started up. Happy days. Right, so...
Lunch and dinner?
Lunch and dinner. So, although I'm just about to start, I'm going to stop because I'm going to go get some lunch. I'll see you in 5. Well, I think it's safe to say this ball joint has seen better days, and it should be quite straightforward. So we've got a 21mm nut at the bottom here, so we need to crack that off. We've got these 2 multi-spline bolts. They're M14s, so we'll just whip them off. We'll separate the hub from the ball joint first, and then we'll get a ball joint splitter tool, and we'll split the ball joint from the lower arm. Right, let's get on it. Right, well, that's all completely out. I actually used a ball joint splitter, and that one went in there and beat it in. I got carried away and didn't film it, and also there wasn't a lot of room to put the camera here with me getting in here and beating it. But now what I've got to do, move this hub over, and that ball joint will just lift straight out. I've got to take that. There you go. And then we can put a new one in. Oh, you're probably wondering why I'm laughing. Right, so down here, in the vise, I've got the control arm. I had to take the control arm out to remove the ball joint. I thought I'd released it, but I hadn't. I'd just pushed up the gaiter, and the ball joint was proper seized in there. So I've removed the whole lower arm, and you can see it is actually poly-bushed as well. So that's a result. But what I will do is I'm going to give it a good clean up, get rid of all of that crud, all the rust, we'll whack some hammerite on it. But yeah, I had to use the vise and I proper had to hammer it out. I mean, beat it. I've never done a ball joint that bad. Proper seized, and I had to put loads of heat on it as well. But you can see what it's done to the nut. That's yeah, so I won't be able to unscrew that now. I'm going to have to get the grinder out and chop that off. Fun. Yes, that's that lower arm, all painted up. Yeah, so this is the long part now. Just gotta wait for it to dry. Once it's dry, I can whack this side back on, get all of that sorted out, put it all back together, and then I'll do the other side tomorrow. I want to move the van a little bit further away from that wall because it's a little bit close, but I'm not going to do it now. It's actually taken a lot longer than what I thought just to clean that up. So I think all in all it was it's probably about an hour job, not even that, half hour, but it was just splitting that ball joint. So it does make it easier if you actually loosen that lower arm as well. So those two big bolts, they're both 21s, 21 bolt and nut. Just slacken them off and the actual lower arm will come down a little bit, and it does make it easier to get in there to remove the ball joint. However, this lower ball joint was proper seized. I used heat, everything, and in the end, yeah, I had to bring it out, put it over and put it on a vise and proper hammer it down. We got it out though in the end. Right, once that's dried, we can put it all back together. I'm gonna go get a cup of tea. So, just had me lunch. I say I had my lunch. I had to cut the roll in half. It was absolutely massive. I mean, it's still huge. Look at that. It was a massive roll. So that was my lunch, and I'm just having the second half now. Oh dear. Happy days, nice one. Catch you outside in a minute. Right, so we are back out here on the T5 doing those lower ball joints. I'm just doing the other side all out. The passenger side was even worse than the driver's side. Took me best part of about half hour just to try and get the ball joint out. Hammered it. That's why the bottom of the ball joint previously was already battered. I think someone had previously attempted to get the ball joint out and then gave up. But perseverance, and we got there. And also, happy days, I just had a delivery and I know exactly what this is. So a massive thank you to I can't remember your name, Stefan, I think it might have been, correct me if I'm wrong, but he reached out to me in my last video on the Mark IV Golf, which is actually parked down the road. And he said to me that he had a boot handle and in black and he didn't want anything for it, so absolutely legend, mate. So appreciate that. That's just arrived. Results, so I got a new handle to put on the Golf. That's amazing because I can put all the Golf back together now. Buzzing for that. So I'm just gonna, I'm waiting for paint to dry, and this is the longest bit, is waiting for that paint to dry. But yeah, so we've got two control arms, lower arms that actually look decent now, new ball joints, It's going to need tie rods, both sides. Actually, to be fair, steering rack. I did have a look, and that fluid is still pissing out. Right. Anyway, I'm going to crack on, get all this done, and we'll see you next time. And the golf will be parked there. I can't wait to get this sorted. Happy days, happy days. Right, thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.